When we started a business, we tried various industries, but none could give us the chance.
You get a lot of no's as an entrepreneur.
So it was not first time striking at luck, because they believe that we actually lack the experience.
If you look at the big companies, big players in our industry today, they started somewhere. Somebody gave them an opportunity, somebody gave them a chance. In South Africa, we have a lot of unemployment, a lot of poverty, and we have inequality. For Engen, we felt that we have to do a bit in terms of transforming our company and our environment to create opportunities for small emerging black companies and young people.
We need to nurture the young talent, be part of us, and as they grow, we believe that we can actually grow together. We cannot be doing business just focusing on our own interests.
Our transformation approach is holistic, starting from grassroots education as the key enabler to creating a skilled society that is able to move forward.
Elliot is a small town in the Eastern Cape. No industries around, very nice weather in summer, but winter is very cold. The jobs are very scarce here, so people normally leave their homes to seek jobs in big cities, Cape Town, Johannesburg. There are people that have got jobs, but it's not really the jobs, just the jobs to support life. I lost my parents. My father passed away the same year I was born, so I don't even remember how he looked like. And my mother passed away. I think I was doing sub-B. I was raised by my aunts and uncles. They have their children, they have responsibility to look after.
So how are you?
I'm all right, no problem, man. Happy to meet you.
Yeah, good to see you again. It's been a long time.
Engen's investment in young talent has been around the maths and science schools that we have, because we do understand the bigger country agenda around which skills the country is poor on.
I was not that good in maths, even though I liked maths. I just made it my hobby. When I was doing my matric, a teacher came to our school and he introduced the Maths and Science program. He said, if you pass the maths test, then you will definitely be selected to the program. Before the end of the week, the principal came with a list of names. Then he called out all the names and my name came up first. I don't remember whose name came after me. I was so excited. I don't know how to explain it. It was like a miracle.
We actually offer tutorials on Saturday, and we supplement the maths and science classes that are offered in schools by providing world-class teachers that teach our children.
I started teaching for Engen in 2008. It is the 10th year. We are teaching here 3 subjects, maths, science, and English.
Even English, we used to do it as a second additional language, but here it was first language.
We need young ones now.
A big part of our population remains in the rural areas, and that population often gets neglected. So we have our schools in rural areas as well, and we have identified amazing talent in those rural areas.
This area is so remote. We are trying to close the gap to make these learners to be equal to those in the cities.
They used to supply us with study guides who were so good. They contain the questions and not just the answers, the worked examples. At school, when we wrote the tests, there was a big difference.
When they go back, they share the information with other learners in their schools.
The teacher made it clear that if students do well, then Engen is going to offer them bursaries. And I saw an opportunity because I was not going to afford university expenses, just ridiculous. So I took it seriously. It really helped me with the finances.
Morning.
offer bursaries for students to go to universities, and we look after them, especially from disadvantaged environment. They come into Engen as graduate trainees in our graduate development program, wherein we assign them a mentor that exposes them to the real business.
When I got appointed as environmental technician at the refinery, I couldn't believe it because it's very hard to find a job nowadays. It's difficult, especially if you don't know people and coming from the rural area like me. I think when you work hard, even if you don't have resources, someone will notice you and lift you up.
Engen is by far the largest oil company in South Africa. In terms of volume, we are actually the leader in the retail station. To have a sustainable business, we need to get everybody involved. Inclusivity is the theme. We need to include people from various backgrounds.
The petroleum industry is quite peculiar and unique. It has got very stringent standards, safety standards. There's different and unique technical requirements. So small businesses battle to enter the petroleum industry. What we needed to do is to make sure that we provide opportunities to support small businesses.
DSES is a small company. It's a company based in the area of Wentworth, and the directors of the company is myself and my wife.
My name is Melanie Swartz. I am a financial director in DSES Project Solutions. Nobody goes ahead and buys anything without my permission.
Been given an opportunity at Engen Refinery to partake in a tender for the tank maintenance contract. We competed alongside some corporate giants. As much as we had the guts to take on a challenge like the tender proposal, we knew we weren't ready. We were nowhere near ready. We had no infrastructure, we had no facilities. We just had the know-how, how to do the job. We had to convince Engen. So when they call us in, they believe in us, they're taking a risk, and they will test us on smaller works. Never do it. Never. We grew up around the refinery. The refinery for us was like our neighbor. There was a 7 o'clock alarm that would go off. For us, that was getting up for school. The furthest we thought was standing by the gates, waiting for somebody to employ us on a 1 month or 2 month contract. But never did we think that we'd actually be owning a company and partnering with Engen. Tank maintenance basically involves the repairs on tanks. It's one that requires people that are highly trained. It's one that requires you to work in the confines of other tanks that are loaded with fuel that is highly flammable. So it's a specialized field.
You need new equipment, you need new stuff for the business, and maybe you don't have the money for that.
Because everything that we had was rented and hired, so our overhead costs were huge. We finished the year off basically in the minus. We declared a loss.
Businesses tend to fail in their first 3 years. So how do we stop that? Enterprise and supply development is a key element of Black economic empowerment. It's looking at supply chain transformation and supporting the emergence of small businesses with whatever requirements that they need, whether it's training or they need finance, and creating a sustainable model.
This program has given us the confidence to think bigger, understanding that that will bring some cash flow into the company. It will allow us to acquire assets, to educate our people, send them on the necessary training.
They came to mentor us as far as they looked at the business on the whole, and they looked to see where they can help, where was the areas that needed more attention.
Engen took us from doing small works on the tanks to giving us larger works. We finally declared a profit.
We are deliberate and conscious in terms of giving them more opportunities for sustainability, because the more they grow, the more they employ people. And the more they employ people, the more we have future customers for our business.
With our company being given an opportunity like this, we're able to tap into Wentworth's treasures, able to tap into the people and give them opportunity. We got some people in our business now that never thought they'll be supervisors or managers. To go from nothing, coming from the losing end, to being given opportunity, a lot of people didn't think.
It's that excitement to say, we did it. So, mixed emotions, yes, scary, exciting, but love it ultimately.
Engen has created an opportunity for many companies that have actually grown beyond small businesses that are huge enough to compete at a large enterprise level.
For years, since we started, we've been struggling with getting LPG contracts through the ESD of Engen. We had a contract, but more than that, it brought a platform to get to other opportunities that can grow your business. The minute you say, I work with Engen, you know, the discussion changes because you've got a refinery behind you, you've got a big name behind you, and that was a game changer for me in the trading space. From the perspective of having been able to leverage the little that you've been given into something bigger, moving out of this shack to, to the building that you're seeing that side, those things make you realize that we've come a long way.
So we've produced companies like Wasa that are distributing that LPG throughout the country. We have Reatile that has actually grown beyond the borders of South Africa.
Engen wanted their customers to be serviced by a specialist LPG business. Reatile was in this game, and as a black-owned enterprise, it fitted Engen's enterprise development model. It's not so easy being a new company in the petroleum sector to think that you can crack those contracts. So being with Engen provided some comfort to our customers that at least they've got backup support from a company reputable in the industry, so we should give them a chance. In 2016, we decided to merge with EasyGas and become the #1 LPG player in South Africa. And that's a truly remarkable and success story.
So one of the secrets of growing targeted small businesses, we're able to grow them to a position of strength that they can be able to have a ripple effect on other emerging small businesses.
There are many other examples of companies that have come through us. We make sure that we also follow the empowerment route and transform the economic landscape where we participate. This is a true model of transformation and also of growing the pie, growing the economy.
Here at Watlu or Engen, we've got professional bulk truck operators. They were doing the deliveries to the customers. They are actually taking care of our products from the time that it gets loaded at the gantry till it gets delivered to the customers. Unfortunately, at the BTO level, it was only the male.
I grew up, my dad was driving trucks. So I had the thing of loving trucks because I used to go with him. So he taught me how the basics. You know, a truck has so many gears. He taught me how to split and to change the gears. I just love the sound the truck makes and the size of the truck. I wanted nothing else. I just wanted to drive a truck.
Because of the safety requirements of our industry, these are the people that would have ideally not been considered.
We started by training the females and the young ones. It's a long process that we're taking, but we're ensuring that each and every driver that is getting to our trucks, they are properly trained.
I got used to all the trucks and the pipes. They were first heavy, but then as you go, eventually day by day, your body gets used to the weight. I didn't know how they loaded the chemical in the truck. You're not allowed to have naked flames near the truck because that's very dangerous. So now it has equipped me with a lot of knowledge.
There's lots of stereotypes within our industry that, no, you can't bring in women here because this is too heavy and you can't have women driving such long distances. But girls rule the world.
I remember when I went to this other garage and I was offloading, this other lady came to me and said, "Excuse me, I'm looking for the driver of this truck." So I get that all the time. So sometimes I just say, "He went to the bathroom."
Engen is a very exciting company to work for. You get them, you know, a few of the lady drivers that we have in here, they're very, very young. They're coming from school, they're coming from the training environment. The energy that you get out of it, you know, you can see that these people are really interested and they really want to work and they know what they want. They're very focused, working for their families, for their kids.
We're now growing to about 16 women as bulk truck drivers at Engen, and we're quite proud because that number is growing, which means that women are starting to see this as a possible career path.
My dad, sometimes we meet on the road, you know, greet him. At first he couldn't believe it. He was like, "You, truck, drive."
My love for owning a service station started when I was very young. School holidays and weekends, I used to work at a service station. I like the buzz of people in and out and cars, and it is more of a social place, and it's lovely.
The retail sector is very important to us because we are basically a retail company. So we manufacture and retail. So for us, it is the core of our business.
Nospiro and I met in 2007 at Engen Refinery. I learned that she also wants to own a petrol station, and then the partnership started.
We applied the first time, and we were not given the service station because they believed that we actually lacked the experience. So third time then we came to making it known that we are not going to give up until we owned one. In the end, we got a good service station, better than the first two that we applied for.
Whew. It was a dream come true, but we knew that it is still going to be tough because you need a loan over and above what you put in your entire life savings.
We have partnered with the Department of Trade and Industry and the National Empowerment Fund, where we offer them retail-specific training and preferable rates so that they can manage their debt and grow sustainably.
All the roles within the service station, they teach you, and you get practical days to go into a service station and actually perform them out. And then the real world happens. Customers start thinking, "I want to see the dealer, I want to speak to the owner," and you come there very nervous because you already know there's some sort of conflict, the fact that they're asking for you. And they look at you and like, "No, call James." They didn't believe that a pair of black women are now owning this service station.
The Pragmat service station is one of our pride and joy because those are employees that came in at Engen as youngsters, and they saw the opportunity of, you know, growing outside the employment space.
We've gained respect from the way that we've been doing things, from the employees and the customers, and they see that we are actually making it work. So it's been challenging at first. We cried. You go home, you wipe your tears, you get back up again in the morning, and you carry on.
It is pride and joy. It's got sentimental value. It took us almost 4 years to get it, so we really are honored.
I've actually been talking to my partner, Gogo, and I've been saying, "Gogo, why haven't we done this sooner in our lives?" Because it's something that I would love to go at it again when an opportunity arises for another service station. There are many small businesses that operate from back of the boot
or in our small garages where an uncle would be fixing those shoes forever in that small garage but never grows. And why is that? Is it because they don't have confidence in themselves, or is it because people are not able to present their businesses in a compelling manner that can attract funding even from the banks or attract partners?
Engen Pitch and Polish is a program designed to teach entrepreneurs how to pitch effectively to investors. The reason that we do this is because we know that there's a lot of funding out there and there's a lot of good ideas out there, but the one isn't speaking the other one's language. So it's done in a fun, interactive workshop that has a competition element.
Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Pitch and Polish!
We thought that we would actually partner with Pitch and Polish because we saw the difference that it makes to the ordinary SMME out there.
That is Fish Dash, and I thank you for the opportunity.
For me, the most important thing with Engen Pitch and Polish is not the competition. It is the learning that we're providing.
This is just the foundation. So you need to take what we've given you today and go and work on this further.
With the actual workshop element, it's thousands of entrepreneurs. And if all of those entrepreneurs were to implement that learning, the effect that that would have on the economy would just be mind-blowing. So thank you to all of you guys.
Part and parcel of Pitch and Polish is also to be able to identify other businesses that require support, and then we take it to the next level and incubate them over a period of years, where they go through the mentorship program, the coaching program, which is across all elements or facets of the business: finance, administration, marketing.
What is so exciting about having a corporate such as Engen Petroleum involved is that it's not just a spend for them. They are at every event, they are involved, they want to know about what has happened to previous contestants.
Please come and teach you.
It's quite fulfilling for us when we see that growth, and we have been part and parcel of growing with that business. The success of Engen's transformation strategy is that it has been a holistic one. We obviously see a diverse organization now. We see a diverse supply chain for Engen. We're seeing new players on board, from small businesses that have now come on board, black businesses, female businesses that are now part and parcel of our value chain. When you walk around the passage, it's a diverse workplace.
There's never a dull moment in a service station. From customers to employees to suppliers, the works.
Owning a service station is more of a lifestyle rather than a job. It's a 24/7 operation, 365 days a year, and it's lovely.
My dad is very proud of me. Yeah, he is really proud of me.
For us, it's mind-blowing. We took this chance. It was a risk, it was a chance. To take it from nothing to where we are today, it's completely amazing.
You should aim for the stars. If you land on the moon, the stars are still achievable.